So hi everyone, Aditya Garg this side, and in today's video we are going to talk about three techniques, three ways in which we can manage our time to the fullest. This is going to be the third video and probably the last video on time management. Like in the very first video, we have talked about what is time management and a bit of how to manage it. In the second video, we have talked about time so valuable that it can even be measured in the form of money. And in this video, we are going to talk about the three techniques, the three major ways, the three techniques in which we can prioritize our task, we can use our time to the fullest. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and watch the video till the very end. And if you like the video, please hit that bell icon. And without any further delay, let's start this video. So starting up with the very first technique, that is Pomodoro Technique. What is Pomodoro? Pomodoro Technique is simple, working for 25 minutes and having a 5-minute break, and doing that cycle for 4 times. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. And after that, and after performing these 4 cycles, have a big break of 30 minutes. So, like if you do that task for 4 times, that would be about 100 minutes of working with just 20 minutes of break. That is so productive. Think it in a practical way. Like if you just have started a task, your energy level and the productivity level would be at the highest level. And when you work for hours and hours, your productivity level starts to decline drastically. But after applying Pomodoro technique, your productivity level starts to decline, but after a break, it eventually gets back to the initial point, and then it drops and then gets back to the initial point. In this way, the productivity is never lost. And what do I do in those 5 minutes? You can do anything. You can read a book, you can listen to a podcast, listen to music, call out a friend and have a gossip with him, have a walk, go out for a walk, and do anything in just those 5 minutes. Pomodoro technique is really helpful. My personal recommendation, please try it for once. And also, if you do 8 Pomodoros a day, then damn, you are going to make that. You are literally going to make that, because the productivity level after performing these 8 Pomodoros is insane. So now moving on to the second technique. Imagine you have to eat a frog during the day. What would be the preferable time for you to eat that frog? Would it be in the morning time, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at the night? So the answer is something very simple. It would be in the morning time, because at that time you have the maximum level of energy with a fresh mind, and you can do the hardest thing at first. Having said that, here frog actually means, it actually symbolizes the hardest thing that you were actually not wanted to do and you were actually procrastinating. So yeah, you can do the hardest thing at first and like do whatever the small things later. Coming up with the third technique is the technique that I have already talked earlier in my first video, and that technique is the 2x2 matrix, importance urgence matrix. This matrix actually tells you that the task that you are going to do should be done or should not be done, has to be delegated or scheduled, whatever you want. Most of the tasks lie in these 2x2 matrix. For example, it is like, what if the task is either urgent, if the task is urgent but not important. If the task is urgent but not important, try delegating that stuff. Here, your involvement is not necessary, so try delegating it. If the task is important but not urgent, like going out for gymming, reading a book, it is important, definitely, but it is urgent. Do you have to do the task right now? Answer is no. Then you have to schedule it from 8 to 9. I'll go for gymming, I'll do exercise, I'll go out for a walk, I'll read a book, whatever you want. That is important but not urgent. Coming up with the third point is the things which are neither urgent nor important. The things which are neither urgent nor important, what should I do with that? Simply drop it. Drop it. Don't waste your time doing that stuff. Simply drop it. Point number 4. The things which are urgent and important, do it now. Do it now, because you don't have much time left. You can't delegate that stuff. Your involvement is necessary. All you have to do is to do that now. For example, tomorrow is your exam. Do you have any time left for that? No, you have to do it today. Can you schedule that? No, you have less time now. So do it now. And this 2 by 2 matrix is really gonna help you if you are a college student and whatever phase you are in your life. And this technique I have learned from the book Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Steve Covey, and that were all the three techniques. So that was it for today's video. Let's have a quick recap for what we have learned in today's video. So we have learned three techniques. First was Pomodoro Technique. What was it? Working for 25 minutes and then having a 5-minute break. Working for another 25 minutes and then having another 5-minute break. And performing that cycle 4 times and then having a big break of 30 minutes. And if you perform 8 Pomodoros a day, then you are really going to perform very well in a productivity level. Moving on to the second, that is from the time management, very famous time management book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. And here you have to do the hardest thing at first. Hardest thing, you can manage that task at the earlier day of your life. If you are a morning person, then manage that task in the morning. And moving on to the third is the dividing your task on the 2 by 2 matrix of urgency and importance. Like if the task is neither urgent nor important, then simply drop it. If the task is urgent but not important, then try delegating that stuff. If the task is important but not urgent, then schedule it. If the task is important as well as urgent, then do it now. If you learned something valuable from this video, then hit that like button, share, subscribe and comment. Like doing that actually motivates me to make more such videos. And tell me in the comments below that which technique you love listening about and which technique you feel that is going to work for you. Having said that, this is Aditya signing off for today. Bye.